Many people have heard about the Appalachian Trail, and maybe some have heard about the Pacific Crest Trail. But did you know there's an even longer hike out there? And it ends right here in the Bay Area at Point Reyes. It's called the American Discovery Trail. And if this is the first time you've heard of the trail, we'll get ready to hear about the first solo woman to finish it.
The redwood forests of Northern California are among the most beautiful places in the country. But don't take our word for it.
I think it's gorgeous.
Over the past 2 years, Briana DeSanctis is someone who has seen a whole lot of America, and she thinks so too.
I've seen a lot of really awesome stuff, and everything is really beautiful in its own way, and this is really nice.
On January 1st, 2022, Briana stepped off a beach in Delaware and headed west. Her goal, be the first solo woman ever to complete the 30-year-old American Discovery Trail in one continuous hike, a journey of more than 6,800 miles. Briana says the idea of hiking the trail came to her after she completed the more famous but much shorter Appalachian Trail.
That was my first long-distance backpacking trip.
And found herself wishing she could keep going.
I wanted more. After I finished the Appalachian Trail, I was like, this was so awesome. I can hike from Georgia to Maine. I can go anywhere. Here we are. Just getting followed by a herd of cows.
So from Delaware to California became Briana's new hiking grail through every conceivable type of terrain and weather.
I'm not going to lie, it is a blizzard out here. There's been a lot. There have been so many wild, crazy things, a lot of boring stuff, a lot of times when I'm like, okay, you gotta just stick with it, just keep going. You're gonna see this silo for the next 5 days, but you will get there eventually.
Briana says down deep she always knew she would complete the trail.
One more day.
But it was on her second to last day, while crossing Mount Tamalpais, that the reality of what was to come the next day finally hit her.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I always try to tell people it's just a lot of walking, but I know it's big. So I hope I'm not the only one crying.
And yes, as Briana approached the finish line, there were others who would be crying that day. But when Briana saw her family had come from Maine to surprise her, well, she was the first.
Thanks, guys. I just walked across America.
It was, in the end, a true journey of discovery for Briana, both of the country and herself. It did, after all, take something like the Pacific Ocean to stop her.
I've learned that I have a lot more perseverance than I think I do, and I think that's really true for everybody. I just wish that more people would tap into that and understand it.
That is an amazing feat.
Wow.
I'm crying too. What a beautiful and proud moment. Congratulations, Briana.
And can I reiterate two numbers? 6,800 miles and over 2 years she's been walking. She started on January 1st.
I need to get off the couch and walk.
I'm like trying to compute that mentally, and it's very overwhelming. The amount of emotion feeling.
I can't even imagine. So many stories she can tell.
Exactly.
For sure. So many people she met along the way.
And I called her today because I had one little follow-up question. She told me she's walking.
Okay.
Massage.